You know, the temptation was just too great. The temptation, it was just there. It was like low-hanging fruit. I'm driving up I-5 and I keep seeing the sign for Bakersfield, California. And many times when I drive up I-5, I would just pass. I would just go right on past Bakersfield. But Bakersfield and we've got a little bit of history. Years ago, when I was doing some telemarketing, better part of 20 years ago, I was doing some telemarketing. I met this lovely, lovely older woman, probably well into her 80s, named Ellen. And I started a pen pal relationship with Ellen. And Ellen lived in Bakersfield, and she must have been well into her 80s. And we started this. I must have been 29, 30 years old, and we started this pen pal relationship. And I actually came down to visit her in Bakersfield a couple times. But, it wasn't memories of Ellen that brought me back here to Bakersfield this time. It was some of you. Some of you brought me back here to Bakersfield because, this video is for you incidentals. There's a song by, I think it's Buck Owens, but I came to know it through Dwight Yoakam. And I put the lyrics and a link to the video in the description of this broadcast. But it's called The Streets of Bakersfield. And I love the song. I must have played it 2 or 3 times coming up I-5 in anticipation that aren't familiar with the song. The lyrics, they're in the description. It goes something like, you don't know me, but you don't like me. And you say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me have walked the streets of Bakersfield? And I don't think that a lot of you have. So I thought that what I would do is I would bring you along for just a little visit along the streets of Bakersfield. And then maybe that, now that you've walked the streets of Bakersfield, or at least feel like you've walked the streets of Bakersfield, now you... All right, my stream got... My stream got interrupted for whatever reason. But as I was saying, a lot of you incidentals out there, that you don't know me, but you don't like me. You say you care less how I feel, and how many of you that sit and judge me have walked the streets of Bakersfield? And I thought, as I was saying just a moment ago, I'm not sure where the stream got cut off, but I thought that I would just give you a moment to walk the streets of Bakersfield, so you know what it feels like, So you can listen to the song. You can listen to the song by Mr. Dwight Yoakam. Dwight Yoakam. I think Buck Owens. This is actually Buck Owens Boulevard, just up here. And Buck Owens, I think, I'm not a huge country music fan, but I think Buck Owens is a huge country music star. And I think Dwight Yoakam sang a song. I got to be careful here. I got all these rocks. I'm riding my unicycle. So if I'm not mistaken, Buck Owens probably wrote the song Streets of Bakersfield. And Dwight Yoakam did a duet with Buck Owens. And so those of you out there, that sit and judge me, and you care less how I feel, now at the very least you can say that you've walked the streets of Bakersfield, or at least it feels like you have. And there's the Buck Owens Crystal Palace, and there is the iconic Bakersfield sign. Okay, so you gotta stop passing judgment, on people that you just really don't know, you know, and unless you've walked in somebody else's shoes, you know, don't be so quick to pass judgment on people. So here is the here it is. You can now say, albeit virtually, that you've walked the streets of Bakersfield. Okay, so now it's on with my little adventure. And boy, I gotta tell you, what a difference the sunshine makes. You know, what a difference. I gotta tell you, it is, you know, to go from the June gloom to the Bakersfield, iconic Bakersfield sign set against a blue sky, temperatures probably in the upper 80s, something like that. Doesn't get much better. So now it's on to Sequoia National Forest and some of the biggest trees in the world. In fact, one of the trees that I'm about to go to is the second biggest tree in the world. So on with the show.